This is going to be looping, because I'm getting infinity pilled as of recent. Wait, no, it's not looping. That's weird. Loop. There we go. I've returned.
Hello.
Do you want me to share your screen on my stream?
You can do.
Okay, will do.
I can't remember what this ability does. I mean, I think I know what it is, but I don't want to like write lines for it and be like, oh, it was actually for this thing, and then the lines don't make sense.
Gotta Google.
I mean, way what I think this ability Bullet Shred is, it's when like you use the gun specifically to attack a piece of cover to destroy it. That's what I think it is. But it could also be Rupture, I think. Which is like a shot that it is designed to, as you might imagine, bullet shred. It tears through enemy armor and makes the enemy very, very unwell.
Oh,
comes out with a very bad case of bullet through guts kind of thing.
Spinosa's how do you keep it?
Hello there.
Gotta make sure you're writing the correct amount of wounded.
Amazing. I just realized something horrific.
What?
YouTube being YouTube decided, haha, let's unsubscribe from Bebo channel. Let's fix that problem.
How dare.
Freaking YouTube, man.
It was a little bit where you, like, unfollowed all my accounts, though. Maybe you did get them.
I do not recall this.
You don't?
I mean, I don't think it was done purposefully.
Oh, okay, okay.
So now you're making me wonder, wait, have I unfollowed Beepo?
Have you?
What's going on? No, I have you on B-Sky. We're all good. But now I'm making me think, is it...
I've gotten follow notifications for you like 3 times now.
What?
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Spinel and D&D Nelly are now married. Let's go! Nelly Cest is real! I wish polycules could happen. They need to have a baby and it needs to be another version of Neller. I need you to do that. I don't know what other versions of Neller you can do though. You already got your core 3. I want Tomodachi Life so badly, dude.
I'm starting to realize I've been a silly. That ability thing, I definitely think it's Rupture now, because I think the other one where it like destroys cover, I think that's the ability used by the giant hulking death robots you can use in this game.
Ooh.
And I'm confusing it for a different class.
Damn. Key, what are you writing? Key, explain.
Okay, so I am making a mod for XCOM 2. To be specific, it is what we're calling a voice pack mod. And what does a voice pack mod do? Well, it lets you put in custom lines of which, under most circumstances, is usually from some form of licensed character. You splice the lines and you attach them to certain abilities and commands you use all over the game. In this case, though, I am trying to write for an original character, which will be fully voice acted, and yeah, I want to put them in the game because I think they would be really fun and silly in the game for roleplay cases. I don't know if anyone will actually play it, but I thought it would be fun, so I'm making it anyway. This is, of course, assuming you know what an XCOM 2 is.
Now you need to explain what that is.
Oh boy. That's quite a question. Okay. So, I'm gonna try and make this very, very, like, abbreviated, but, okay, so in this alternate reality, year's 2015, aliens invade Earth. And to protect the Earth, the United Nations formed something called the XCOM Project, which has the best scientists, engineers, and in big quotation mark, soldiers, who for the most part do end up missing their shots, because everything's RNG in that game in terms of whether you hit stuff or not. It's great fun. But anyway, you are put in charge of this initiative to try and save the Earth from invasion. Yeah, this doesn't go too well. Like, the actual... Well, I think the canonical ending is that you lose the game. The aliens win. I mean, I think to be the middle ground is that, you know, we defeat the first wave, but because we straight up, like, murdered and even tortured one of their, like, godlike figures, like the overlords of this alien alliance, their second invasion absolutely wipes the floor of humanity. And so for the next 20 years, this is where XCOM 2 comes in. Next 20 years, the aliens have established a complete and partial control of the Earth through a coalition government between humans and aliens. It's all very nice on the surface, you know, there's all advanced technology, you know, amazing gene therapy clinics, all that. But in reality, it's a complete, like, terror state, in the sense that humans are absolutely subdued, they have, like, no rights, they are enslaved, they're constantly abducted, used for alien experiments. And so XCOM 2 is about this, like, human resistance group rising up from the ashes to take back the Earth. And it's same in principle. You have, like, a bunch of different scientists, soldiers, engineers, but in this case I'm trying to make a soldier. I need to play the Bureau. I've heard it's a very bad game, which is funny, and I think it has, like, a theme reference right at the tucked at the end of the game. But yeah, this one's a turn-based strategy game, which is what they used to be. Whereas I think that was oddly a third-person shooter. I don't know, man. I only know stuff about the enemy within the XCOM 1 and XCOM 2, which are in themselves are reboots of the, I want to say, 1998 original. Also, I just got an answer from the XCOM 2 modding Discord, and yep, it turns out it was Rupture. I'm so glad I didn't think of the other one, because otherwise the lines would have made no sense.
shooting a big circle in a spaceship or something and getting stuck because I was terrible at shooters. Damn, that sucks.
I mean, that sounds absolutely canonical to the XCOM experience. Having bad aim. I need to find the memes. Yeah, that's always fun. Just moments like when you literally have, like, you're standing right next to the alien, like, literally one square away. Like, the gun is literally clipping inside of their face, and yet you still have a 65% chance to hit him.
Big circle. Wait, big floating circle that killed my entire team, and I ran out of ammo fighting it. I barely remember it. Why'd that circle do that to you? That's screwed up.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, like, the leader of the XCOM Council in the second game is literally, like, the Epic Trailers voice guy. It's literally him. I remember they did, like, one of those honest trailers for XCOM, and, like, he shows, like, one of the clips of the spokesman speaking, and the guy's like, dead eyes, just like, hey, that guy sounds pretty cool. Just like, dude. Way to self-promote yourself, man. Yeah, big floating circle killing your entire team. That also sounds very XCOM. The strange thing is, it's like, when it comes to XCOM 2, I am, like, really good at it. Like, I can play it on the hardest difficulty, with, like, mods making the game harder by design. But XCOM 1, I am completely and utterly hopeless at. I've only beat the game once, and that was a slog, dude. And that was on normal difficulty. But it's a very good game. But I do prefer to, because you have more personalization options. Like I literally have, like, those voice pack mods I'm making for, like I said, all those licensed characters. I literally have all of Team Ruby as, like, literal, like, playable characters.
Sick.
What have they done to the Steam Workshop page? This is very different.
Good way, bad way.
Valve. No, it's a thing. I'm sure it's good, but I need to figure it out. But it looks very modernized, I'll give it that. It's evolved from the, like, OG one I think they released back when literally Half-Life 2 came out.
Yeah, I hope it's a bit more modernized than that.
I like the menu, I don't like change.
Okay, that's fair though. Is this on a website or the game?
No, it's literally built into the Steam client. Like, if you click on, like, certain games have Steam Workshop support, so you just click on the tab and it's just a library of mods, and all you have to do is click on the mod you think looks cool, hit the subscribe button, and it automatically installs it for you.
Okay. I get why that change is difficult then.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it's always been. It's just, navigating the menu has changed. It used to be, alright, I'm gonna click on most popular and just scroll through. But now it's kind of like, okay, let's pop it over the last 3 months. Should like, I'm on like a massive like XCOM drought because like the XCOM, like the big last expansion pack they made for it, War of the Chosen, came out in 2017, dude.
Hey,
It's nearly been 10 years. Whereas XCOM 3, you teased it, I want it.
Please.
You wanted to do a reboot of Terror of the Deep. Do it!
Look at this genius writing. A giant stage lit up. End of sentence. Upon the small stage. Okay, butter.
Beautiful. I mean, we got, for actually just like, well, we could play XCOM 3, but, do you want to play Chimera Squad instead? Just like, what's Chimera Squad? It's like, well, it's set place after 2, but it's very comic booky, in which you take command of a bunch of aliens from the game, as well as humans, as you basically lead a buddy cop adventure to take down a bunch of evil organizations. And all that aura, all that fear and terror that you get from the game, yeah, we're just going to get rid of that in favor of something much more camp and kooky.
I like my kooky, but maybe that should have been a different game instead of
It is a very
attaching the name to it.
It is a very tonally dissonant game from the first two.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, it was never marked as like a huge AAA thing. It was very much like, it was built very heavily on the bones of XCOM 2. And it only sold for like £8.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm thinking, yeah, but that was like at release. So yeah, it was a little fun, little silly thing. It has some good ideas in there, but it's just the overall tone they went for. I'm just like, it's not a bad game, but it's not something I'd write home about, and it's very much far apart from the first two.
Yeah, it's just not comparable.
I just miss the terror aura, like the aliens have all sorts of terrifying things they can do. Like, I think one of the worst ones in the first and second game are these things called chrysalids, and these things literally come out from the ground like these sort of like crabby, like almost like spider-like hybrid creatures that just run up to you, and they literally just slash and stab you with their giant like pincer-like claw things, and they also poison you, and if you die to the poison, not only does the soldier die, but it basically makes more chrysalids burst from them.
Nice.
It's like, it's very alien coded, like as the original Alien film, where like alien egg bursts out your chest kind of thing.
Yeah. I feel
they're
like
terrifying.
A lot of post that movie aliens are very inspired by that concept. I'm a big fan of alien ripoffs. I've not watched the original Alien yet, but I have watched like 5 ripoffs of the original Alien. I just find them quite enjoyable.
You should watch the original film.
I say that like Alien itself is also kind of just a ripoff of Star Trek, all things considered. I love xenomorphs. I love them.
I
I've
don't
seen,
see the comparison, if I'm being honest.
What did you say?
I don't see the comparison between Star Trek and Alien. Like,
Well,
I don't
Star
know,
Trek just formed a lot of those sci-fi tropes. Like, Alien is not a real spaceship. Not at all. It's very much that sci-fi-ness. I feel like there's an inherent horror in the Star Trek universe too, that it only really sort of touches on before going back to something more lighthearted. But Alien takes that, like, unknown, and more deeply, goes into it. I'm saying this as a person who has not watched the original. I've watched the modern films, like, Rebelmus? What is it called?
Oh god. Not the modern ones.
Those ones are also just the original Alien ripoffs, which is why I like them.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
the
Romulus
original
very much
Alien. They're
is a
just
rip-off
showing
of
you
the
the original Alien.
but worse.
But worse. I love them. I love the original Alien, but worse. Guy who's never seen the original Alien. I'm gonna watch the original Alien and I'm gonna be disappointed that it's good. That's a joke. That's a joke. I will enjoy it.
I mean, I don't blame you, like, everyone agrees, I think, like, Alien and then its sequel, Aliens, was, like, goated. And then it slowly started to lose its luster.
I would say the first two films, normal people enjoy and think are good. The rest are for me.
I mean, I'm the person that unironically like Alien vs. Predator and its sequel. Because they're funny.
Yeah.
It's
I think that
very
was my first,
cool.
Was that my first Alien movie? I don't remember. It was too long ago. Yes, Spinell. But that one's stupid. You don't need to watch either of those movies to understand that movie, because it's just watching two guys duke it out. And they don't even duke it out that much. That's the sad part. They should have duked it out more.
We're talking about Halo 5.
I feel like so many these two guys should fight films don't actually have a lot of the two guys fighting, which is disappointing. Points Batman vs. Superman cough. Alien vs. Predator, yeah. Love.
I strongly recommend The Predator 2019. It is one of the funniest films I've ever watched. It's supposed to be a horror film, but it's so terrible, you will literally, like, your guts will be heaving from how much you're laughing at it.
Can you repeat what the film's name is? I couldn't hear you.
The Predator.
The Predator?
2019. It's bizarre because the film was directed by someone who literally casted in the original Predator film.
That's beautiful. I do think,
and he made it ass.
I know that people are, like, glad about, like, there was, like, an era in the 80s where you would just, like, do sequels, a bunch, get them out fast, get them out, people will buy them just based off the title, and I didn't really care about quality, and it's a good that that doesn't happen anymore, because people during the productions probably wasn't healthy, but I love those things so much, because they're these, like, such high budget films that every second is $1 being wasted. It's beautiful. It's so good. I hate the name of the I'm not gonna attempt to xenomorph. It's such a dumb name to call it a Preda-Alien. Call it a lore accurate name and not smash two names together like a Dragon Ball fusion. That's true. That doesn't make sense. That's not either of their species' names. Hi, Padero. Do you have any ideas for what you would want the name to be? That is kind of like a ship name. Padero here.
Oh, hi, Patty Roo. Long time no see.
I have watched the original Predator and the most recent Predator film, maybe?
Oh yeah, that one was actually good.
Yes.
I mean,
The
it's not
Native
something I
American
love.
one.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good.
I don't love it, but I do think it's okay.
I love how the Predator looks there. I love that suit so much. I kind of wish there was less CGI on it. I love looking at it so much. That animatronic head is so beautiful to me. It's so stunning. I love that so much. I do hope that they do more Predator movies in that vein. Of just like, let's throw a Predator somewhere in the world and see how they deal with it. I don't care about lore. I don't. I just want to see Predators and cowboys.
If you don't care about lore, then Predator 2019 is the film for you.
It probably is.
I mean, the funny thing is, it actually does its best to try and like couple together all of the lore, including the Alien vs Predator films. But then it botches it so horrifically. It's hilarious. It's like you were trying so hard, and yet you also tried so hard to fail. It's actually impressive.
I will
how
always
much appreciate this film is.
What'd you say?
Like, it's actually staggeringly amazing just how much of a catastrophe that film is.
I think I'll always appreciate creatives who try really, really hard and fail, rather than someone who's not trying and comes up with something bland. Like, a catastrophe like that sounds so awesome to me. I need to watch that. I definitely do. I always like Ujad Morph. That's also a ship name, but that's more lore accurate. But I think I'm the only person to think that. I've never heard it be used by anyone. Well, yeah, I guess... I feel like fandom's gotta come up with one that's better. Because the Predator Alien was not good. The animated movie was good, I think. I haven't seen it, but I thought it was a series. Is it not? That's the reason I haven't seen it. I assumed it was a series. What is up with the Alien franchise right now? Is there anything new coming out? I want them to do a 15th remake of the first film again, please.
No, make it stop.
Please.
No. I can't anymore.
I can. Keep going. I'm gonna spend my dollar as much as I want. Just keep giving me the first one. I literally... sorry, I apologize for that. I literally have, the first 3 Alien movies, I think, on VHS. I've just not watched them. They're just sitting there. Killer of Killers. Is that the animated one? Oh, that's my tab for on stream. Let me look this up. Killer of Killers. Yep, that's the animated one.
Just seeing something interesting. There was a post by the voice actress for Salem.
What are you doing on social media, Key? Focus, focus!
I know I was just on the internet to find inspirational quotes that would help with this.
Okay.
Because I need more variety.
Nod. Stay in focus, stay in focus. I need an alien dating sim. Is there not one already? Someone needs to make that. You need to make that. It can't be.
I mean, the way they kill you is pretty intimate.
It is. Purposely so, even. I feel like that's incorrect. There has to be an alien dating sim. Everything's a dating sim. You need to look harder, Spinel. It's gotta be there. There is someone who has done the, complete plot of, Aliens, the first film, but also it's a dating sim. Definitely. That definitely exists. I want to play that. If you find that game, I'll play it on stream. I don't care how explicit, gore or otherwise. Give me an official dating sim with a MILF xenomorph queen. Have every life stage be its own character. Please, please. It's all I asked for in this small life of mine. That has to exist. Come on. There's no way. That feels like such a basic need. We need AI bros to stop doing whatever they're doing and invest all their money into this. That's where all the money is. Everyone would pay to see that.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's a basic need. It's food, water, sleep, xenomorph dating sim. I don't think I'm missing anything else. Drone, warrior, queen, maybe even neomorph, daikon, and protomorph. I didn't pronounce any of that right. Big smile on my face. Definitely though. We need all of those, but also they're girls. There's a dating sim about everything. This has to exist. Stuff, let's say. Defo. Xenomorph, but more fleshy? Awesome. It's not technically a xenomorph, it's more like its cousin. Damn. I mean, that could be fun. like a, whoopsie, like a secret route, or I guess a connected route. You know, like, in dating sims, there's the main cast, and then there's characters who are connected to the main cast that you have to actually work towards getting their route to date. It's not one of the basic ones. That's what she could be. Everyone get into game dev right now. We need this. I say that as I'm working on a visual novel script that I'm not done with.
You say that as I'm literally trying to dev a mod for a game right now.
Yeah. We have enough game dev in our lives, but we need more. I do wonder. Let's see what she thinks.
Oh god, I got distracted again. I was just like talking about worst like movie sequels, and I saw on this guy's list thinking, this is pretty good. And then they decided to diss The Little Mermaid too. You're dead to me.
Not loud.
That film shaped my passion for acting and just about a lot of hobbies in my life.
Yep. Would not be the same person without Melody Waters.
Yeah.
I didn't know much about them. Damn. Surprising, Spinel not knowing monster information. I assume that's a monster. I just saw the images you sent me. Yeah, these are just fleshy xenomorphs. Little flesh guys. So cutie. Pretty much is a living organism. I mean, a living organism is very vague. Many things are living organisms, technically. With a not a predetermined form. Okay.
But
Spore cap that contains ready to attack natures of the Tridards. They're a hive mind of lot and so many facts. Okay, so they're kind of like mold mushroom things. That's cute. Fandom is a terrible website, yep. I hate fandom! Website domain.
I'm definitely not on it right now.
And are you enjoying the experience of being on there?
I mean, it's giving me the resources I want.
Yeah, with 10,000 pop-ups and ads. And it could be structured
That's
better.
why you use an ad blocker.
It doesn't work. I have ad blockers on both of my, what is it called? Search engines. And both of them don't work. Or it still gives me pop-ups, but the ad doesn't show up, so it's just a black screen. So it's still annoying. It's just not moving.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's working for me mostly, but I have had it where it's like, hey, I'm trying to look up, like, that, like, this Ruby thing I was in, I did want to look up like some lines that Osbin said, just because of hey, I need to just practice like so I can get the voice, get the vibe. And yeah, when you're trying to search through there, it did occasionally like peel away quite significantly from the transcript I wanted to look at.
Yeah, it does that.
That's probably because the advert opens up and then it's immediately got banished.
It's so weird. It's such an odd website, and I hate it. But also, I hope it doesn't die, because it has a lot of information on it that's very useful. But also, I hope it does die, because I hate it. I feel like we just need, like, a second Wikipedia, or a website that can just hold all this information. That's nice. It's not annoying, and it's and how it conveys that information and stores it. They're alive, they're the boss. Really ancient. The Great Devourer. Okay, this thing that sounds sick. Also, I think I've missed a lot of your messages. If you want to say something, say it in one big message. You don't have to do a bunch of tiny ones. 'Cause then they get lost. Oh, I think it stopped looping my music. New loop. I love Sorry I'm a Monster. Living artillery with legs that shoots acid around. Sick. I love all of those words.
What a line. That's gonna be so jank when I put that in the game. Just saturation fire, where you're just firing in like an arc just to pepper an entire like cone of area to like deal damage to multiple enemies. And the line I gave them was spreading the butter.
Hey. It's just dad puns. Beautiful, beautiful dad puns.
Yeah, it's like most of them are trying to be. Some of them are serious, some are like more playful in action. And I just feel like sometimes I want to throw in there something that she thinks would sound cool, but it's really, really dorky.
That's what really matters in life.
I mean, another favorite reminder is, how about a shell shower?
Oh my goodness.
It'd probably sound better, but I've gone with. But I had to make it cringe.
Be cringe, be free. Is that the phrase? Oh my
Be cringe, be
goodness.
free, did you say?
I think that's the phrase.
I mean, Romper V3 was pretty cringe, not gonna lie.
No, Rampa was just badly written. There's nothing cringe about being badly written. Cringe is embarrassment, right?
Yeah, I was embarrassed by the fact that the murderer in Chapter 3 planned it out so that the rope that they spun specifically had been so perfectly calculated with physics that it would send the projectile in just the perfect place to hit the lock on the door so that it could get out.
It's
Just
so
like,
stupid.
it makes no sense. Do you have any idea how astronomically lucky you got with that? That is absolute nonsense.
Yeah, I hate that case so much. There's nothing embarrassing about that to me, though. That's just, like, bad. That's, like, bad. It's bad. That kind of angers me more than anything. Kind of pisses me off. By how awful the writing can be. It's...
I just
so there's nothing that pisses me off more than a writer who doesn't care. You can be the worst writer ever, but if you care, I love your writing. If you don't care, I think your stuff sucks. Oh, beautiful. I think passion really is the differing factor in my enjoyment in any sort of work.
I'm sorry?
I think passion is my, like, what was the word I used? Like, the key focal point that I need for any enjoyment of any kind of work. I think that's why I like Alien remakes so well. Because you made that because you liked the movie Alien. You really enjoyed this, so you wanted to make something at least 1% as good as it. And that's very... I love that. I love that a lot. I feel like also my my pieces of art are just me very obviously trying to make something as 1% as good as the artists I respect. So I understand that type of creation making. Like, what I'm writing right now is just me trying to rip off of, what is his name? Something desires to be loved.
I don't know.
You don't know, but I know. I will find out. Oh god. Ki Neko Yashiki-kun desires to be recognized. I'm just gonna paste that into my script. This one. I love this. This show is so good. This show is so good. I am very obviously, like, I don't want to say plagiarizing, but I am probably plagiarizing. What's the word for plagiarizing, but it's like, I just want to make something that's as good as this. I want the same energy as this, but I'm not copying any of the words or ideas.
I mean, I'm loosely saying inspired.
Inspired. Probably inspired? It does feel stronger than inspired.
Yeah, there is a word for it, but I can't quite think of it.
Inspired is probably close enough. I do think you should find just stuff you love. Yeah, you should do that. I was gonna have something about artwork connected to that, but no, I do think you just find stuff you love. If only I could find words I love in this line here. Borrowing? I guess borrowing. I'm borrowing the vibe. The energy and passion. I want to carry over that kind of energy into this script. I don't know if I'll be successful, but I will try. The struggle with this is that these aren't my characters. This isn't my world. I am writing off of what other people told me to write. So I do have to stay in line with what they want. But I'm the one writing the words, so I got full control. They're at my hand, honestly. I borrow presents to be on the stream. Beautiful. I gotta think Uday Rap is doing that a bit more than you, though. Why is loop on YouTube not working? That's so weird.
Sorry, this post made me laugh. It's like, Anakin Skywalker may have committed many crimes, but one thing he never did, he never cheated on his wife. And then the repost comment is like, yeah, he just killed her.
Yeah, much better. easy solution to not cheating on your wife, honestly.
I love prequel memes. They're so good. Like, I can watch those films, like take them serious and everything, but at the same time, they are some of the funniest films ever made,
That's
and
what
I
makes
love
them
them
good.
for both reasons. I was like, yo, this does so much for the Lord. This is awesome. At the same time, this scene is really funny.
That's
Just the way people talk.
how both work together is what really makes it. We love camp. You can't pass the computer to Uday Rap if you want. I've been grinding non-stop for a while now. A loyal man, truly. You can, I guess. Do what you want.
Oh man, it absolutely oozes camp right from the start. I mean, the same can be said of the original trilogy, but in the prequels, it's something else, man.
Yeah, because George Lucas had all the power in the world to do whatever he liked, and then he did everything he liked.
It's George Lucas. I mean, he's stopped making stuff now. He's old now, but just the stuff he made was just so unique.
You said that with the tone of like he's dead.
I mean, that came more so from my passion for Star Wars, somewhat, like modern Star Wars. I'm thinking, I remember the good old days when George ran the show. It was so good.
Oh dear.
It's just look. I'm just imagining just a picture of stupid Newt Gunray, just like, bro, we had no idea what we had till it was gone.
It's still there. It still exists.
Oh, Newt Gunray as a character is just so funny. You can't take him seriously. He's supposed to be one of the big bads of Phantom Menace, and yet he's just consistently hilariously terrible.
Beautiful. That's all you need in life.
It has like the first Zoom call for Dark Lord of the Sith. It's just like, this game of yours is finished, Lord Sidious. We dare not go against the Jedi. Viceroy, I don't want this stunted slime in my sight again. He just has like the most meek, like crying, like walking out the room of his boss scolding him, and it's just, this film is just so good.
Poor little guy. We need to be nice to him.
It's pity, but like in a really funny way. I need to watch the prequels again. Those films will never bore me.
It is nice to have films that you can just always watch. Like I can put on The Passenger and enjoy it every single time. It doesn't matter how many times I watch that thing.
Yeah.
How you doing, Rap? Arrived I have you do. As you have. There you go. I do think recently, no. I do think that, any tokusatsu will make me happier. I have not found one that I have actively, like, enjoyed. No, I have actively not enjoyed watching. The closest is Gom, which was a little bit boring. But I feel like if I watched more of Gom, I still would have liked it. Because there's guys with suits fighting each other. I'm so close to finishing Common Writer W, and on one hand I'm excited, because that means I finished it and I get to know the end of the story. On the second hand, that means I could watch any other tokusatsu now, and I have to make that choice, and I want to watch all of them, and I don't want to pick.
I kind of get that. I mean, it's going to be really weird when like Ruby actually comes to an end, like the story is finished. I'm just like, what do I do with my life now?
Watch Ruby again.
True.
That's all that's left, really. What do you mean there's other cartoons? You're lying to me.
I mean, same with me watching Avatar all over again. That's another show I can always watch again and still love it.
Did you watch the new movie? Is it good?
I mean, it's not out yet.
It's not?
I saw bits of the leak.
Oh.
And I'm concerned by some bits. Mainly the voice cast. It's very different. I don't think I could go as far as saying it's bad, but those characters had iconic voices, and now they have new ones, and I don't know.
By nostalgia. Sorry.
I mean, it feels like they're trying really hard to like be the character, but you can't help but feel like more like it's more of like a doppelganger. You can tell something isn't quite right. It's familiar, and yet there's something off about it. I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm speaking as someone that absolutely loved The Legend of Korra, and that show has a very divisive, like fan base compared to the original show.
Oh yeah, that one's
but even I have
teen
to admit,
drama.
Yeah.
Spin likes the voices.
I don't think they're terrible, and I think they will grow on me. I've got to give them a chance.
From how you're speaking, at least to me, that just sounds like nostalgia. It seems like it doesn't sound the same, so it's bad. Cause it's not like they're doing a terrible
say
job.
That.
But you said like they sound like defect copies, which feels very nostalgia based.
Defective sounds too strong for what I was going for. I just felt it's different, and it's, you know, because it's not the same, it's a little bit off-putting.
Yeah, that's nostalgia. Is that not the definition? Longing for the past, so you're comparing it to the present with bias?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like the way you're framing it is like, I feel much more strongly about it. Like,
oh,
I know,
not
like,
at all. It's very obvious.
I get what you mean. I just think
it's what's the word?
I don't agree necessarily with the choice of word. Is all. It's softer than the one you're going for,
yeah,
but I can't put the word we're looking
I'm thinking
for.
neutral. You have a neutral opinion on it, but I do think where your dislike stems from is nostalgic feeling, less than the voice actors doing a bad job.
Yeah, I think what I mean is that their take on the character is different. That's what I mean.
Wouldn't that be the writers?
I think to an extent, but I think also like the direction they're given, I guess. And just the overall tone of voice they're giving the character. Like, the guy playing Zuko now, I'm pretty sure is Mark from Invincible.
Hey.
And I don't think that's the right fit, because I don't think he brings with it that kind of like Zuko goes through a lot of stuff in his life. Like he's quite weathered and experienced by what he goes through, and this guy sounds a lot more, I don't know, put together, not scarred as much, kind of thing. I get in a sense he's probably meant to be a bit more positive because now he's living a much better life, but at the same time, thinking he has those core scars and trauma that still shaped him as the person he is today. I think.
No. That does feel like a good choice to me. Don't you want to see your character healed and happy, despite what they have experienced? Especially in I actually don't know the age rating of Avatar.
I'd go with like 12 plus.
Yeah,
Go for, like,
especially in a
rating.
show like that. He can't be an angsty teen forever. He's got a what's the word? It's not. I'm thinking. What is the word? Can't be an angsty teen forever. He's got to.
I guess I just
Deal
like
with
move
it?
forward, I guess.
I
mean-
guess deal with it.
Yeah, but like, I feel like the responsibility of now being, like, head of the Fire Nation, like trying to create a new world order that has to heal from 100 years of war. Like I think he's lead. It is particularly since his leadership would greatly change from 100 years worth of like the Fire Nation alone, like built around the war and the conquest and Fire Nation supremacy. He has to undo all that hatred kind of thing in the world. I think that is a heavy burden to bear. And I think that's not something that could just go away in like 10 years, Like, it requires a lifetime's worth of work to get to where they wound up in The Legend of Korra.
I guess so. I don't know, that feels like very, do they even, is that just something that's mentioned, or is it talked about in depth? Because that feels like just, like, set dressing. That doesn't feel like something that you see him directly go through.
Well,
that's way too complicated of a subject matter.
I mean, it's tremendous. It's something they engage with quite a lot with in, like, the comics post the end of the series. So, yeah, that isn't just going away. And it's tremendous world building for, like, the foundation of where Korra, at least it's, like, well, it's a pretty central location throughout the entirety of that show.
Didn't you say, like, yesterday or something, that, Star Wars bringing up something more related to the comics, in order to have an understanding was, not a good thing to do?
Yes, I stand by that. It's the same problem with this.
Okay.
It is a problem, I'm not denying that. Like, the whole thing's just like, one of the biggest mysteries of the show. We're gonna answer that in the comic? And you're supposed to know?
Swings my head back in despair.
I mean, it's pretty good, the comic, but the comics, in my view, are very, very mixed in quality.
Oh, yeah. In the Xenomorph dating sim, Jode is the shadow girl, Rory is the tomboy, Prototron is the tsundere, Queen is the MILF, and I'll know any weirdo variants. I feel like, what is it called? Queen should be the MILF, but also she should be a past, like, Hamdere? The princess type, I feel like that just fits. From practice progression to MILF Xenomorph, dating sim for Xeno lover community. It's a need. I need it in my blood, in my veins. I need it. This has to exist. I'm still in shock that you have presumably looked this up and it doesn't exist.
I'm afraid I have to go now.
No! How much progress did you get done?
I did finish a page.
Heck yes.
It's getting there. Like, I just want to have a look through what bits are done or like mostly done. I think movement is done, but the only reason I'm keeping it open is because it's a big one, so I'll probably just throw in ones here and there. Concealment's pretty much done. Target spotting is pretty much done. Ammo, I just need to find more things for when they run out of ammo. That's it. This one's mostly done. I think I did some for the special, so I just need to move lines over. Let's do more on that one. That one needs work. This one's done. This one's done. This one's mostly done. But I might pick up just the odd line here and there to polish off.
So, how many do you have left?
Just gonna go forward with. Right, this one needs doing. Nothing there. That one's done. That one's done.
No, Doorhammer!
I think about 8.
8! Oh, that's so close. That's so high.
Yeah, I mean, technically I think there's more, but it's mainly because I want to keep the script open-ended, because I'm like to think of something else and just add stuff in.
Yeah,
as we go. But I don't know, I might leave that partially. Like, I might just talk with like my actor just to say, hey, do you have any lines you want to ad-lib in there? Do you have any ideas you want to add to it? You're welcome to. But at the very least, I want to do like the bulk of it under mine. But I think consulting with them, see if they can add a little spin to it, a little personal touch, would be worth having.
It's more fun that way. To have a project where you work.
Yeah, I absolutely want them to make this character themselves. I mean, even if it does deviate from what I want to write about, I'm thinking it fits the game. You know, it could very well be like an alternate reality. I'm thinking we could go nuts, but
just for fun. We can be silly guys sometimes. She can be a silly guy sometimes.
Exactly. I mean, the other thing I kind of went with like the psi operative is like that particular class. Like, deliberately made it so Jen isn't quite herself. Like, she's very clearly like consumed by the power and is much more like leads into the bloodlust, you know, like the big enemy I have in mind for my novel. I'm thinking, yeah, I kind of like the idea of that being the source of her power in that.
Yeah, that's it.
Because you have to go for a very specific circumstance to actually build that particular type of character, which I think I've only done it once, ever. I could go for the entire game without ever needing to use the psi operative class, but I want it to exist because some people might choose to do that.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
Just for the little bit. Also, will make yourself happy if you want to try and do it again. You know, obviously the main character is Ripley, or one of her clones / daughters, and everyone is gay. Everyone clapped. This is yeah, you need to make this. You do. This is beautiful. Wait, I should make this for the Toxic Yuri sim. I mean Toxic Yuri jam. Wait, it's all coming together. Do they allow fan works?
Alrighty, I gotta go.
Bye. Good night.
Goodbye.
Bye. It doesn't say you can't do fan works, so as long as it's girls being like mean to each other, I can do this. There's also a theme, but it has not been announced. Please be space, please. Oh my goodness. I do want to make something for this jam. So that is there. I do have an idea for some toxic idol stuff though, which would be fun. And good practice for this. Everyone should join Toxic Area Jam, by the way. I've played like 2 games from Toxic Area Jam. They're both really good though.
Embody.
How many times have I and Spinel fought for #1 crown? Probably every time. Beautiful. Fight, 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 fight. Fighting for my life not to structure my sentences, not to include sit-in words. Beautiful. Love to see you listen. I kinda do wanna just make this the Patreon. Text to them. This is actually making me think of what I'm going to type before I type it. You don't? Is most of what you type just stream of consciousness? I guess that makes sense. If you want to be fast with it, you gotta not think. looked it up and there is not a xenomorph dating sim. No! All I found was generic alien dating sims. It all have humans of different skin colors and a few details. That sucks. I can't believe there's not any. That's crazy. I guess I'm gonna make a popular animation memes to keep the channel alive until I finish other things I left undone. No. Just work on what you want to work on. Don't worry about keeping the channel alive, but worry about making what you want to make. I found a Reddit post from a few years ago asking about if there is one. Comics were judging him. He's just being real. The comments are all hidden enjoyers. They're just making fun of someone I like who's speaking the truth of God. What's that image like? They laughed at Jesus' woes or something like that. I need that, but with a screenshot of a guy on Reddit asking for xenomorph dating sim. Time reached a new level. Beautiful. Spinning wheel. That's a new one. Oh, okay. Holy crap, this 3D model is sick. keyboarding. I do think I will end it here. I think I am just gonna have this as the preview. Look, I've had big text drops before. I can have just a little one. But I think I will work on this more. Oh crap. Never mind. It's almost the end of the month. I didn't realize. I'll try and work on this next Monday though. Hopefully I'll get more done. I didn't realize it was so late. Jesus Louise. Okay. By stream. There's no one to say bye to my stream for me.